Hey guys, this is Vanngo. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I have the beautiful Lamika here and she lent me her canvas to create this look for you. It's more like a soft brownish taupe, smoky eye with soft lips and everything very sculpted. I really love the makeup. I hope you do too. Give the channel a lot of love. Subscribe to the channel. Continue to support the channel. Give the video a thumb up. And don't forget to follow both Lamika and I on Instagram as well. Thank you so much. To start every makeup, I always do skincare prep. I always start with the lips first. I'm using Laneige lip balm. It is a Korean brand, but you can buy at Sephora and everywhere. They do have a lip mask as well for night. I love them. You can try that as well. Next product I'm using is the eye cream from Fortuna Skin. Always try to be very delicate in the eye area. Close your eye. The serum and the moisturizer is from Shuwashu. It's also a Korean brand. I do love this brand a lot. You do able to get them everywhere. I was talking to Lamika earlier and she told me she loves skincare and she showed me her shelf at home that she created just for skincare alone. It's like a Sephora basically.
That's my favorite thing. Yeah. I love trying new products.
Yeah, it's great. Me too. That's why I always try to try new product, introduce to people. And I always try it under makeup because you know some product it's great normally, but they're not good under makeup because they're peeling too much. And a lot of time I try to use different products so people can say, oh, I have that at home. It's great for under makeup, you know?
Yeah.
It's better, yeah.
It's important too.
Yeah. The face cream is also from Shuwashu as well. I hope I said the name right. It is more richer cream. For me, it's great for night, but I use for day and under makeup as well. Always give some love to the skin. For foundation and concealer, I'm going to use the blender cover from Monica Blender. She's an incredible makeup artist. It is a cream, foundation, and concealer in one. But I'm going to use a Makeup Forever concealer as well, just mainly under the eye, around the bridge of the nose. I tend to like a lighter concealer around those areas. For anything else, I will cover just by the foundation concealer from this, and this is more like a peachier tone. It is a little lighter than Lamika's skin color, but I like it. The whole point I'm trying to make it a little bit more brightening. So that's why I use the color a little lighter. But if you blend them well together with all the foundation and everything, it will look fine. This is a very beautiful cream foundation. The only thing I will be honest with you is that the color right now you put in, it look a little yellow, but when you blend it out, it look incredible to the skin, match the skin perfectly. So when you first look like that, just don't think that it's not matching your skin color. Sometimes the product oxidize a little bit after. You can see right now, when I blend it out, the color is actually really beautiful on Lamika. And I don't want to cover too much. I leave some of the freckles. I think it's beautiful on her. I'm not going to do too heavy. And this is more a medium to full coverage, beautiful cream foundation. As you can see, the texture of the formulation is amazing. You can get way more coverage than this if you want to. I didn't want to go too heavy on the base today, so I'm just gonna do that. And then I use the same product I use with the foundation. I'm gonna do any pinpoint for different area. And basically same product, you just use a little blending brush like this or a little drawing brush, and you just wanna put on. And I think this is a great way for people who want to cover any blemishes and they're trying to find concealer shade and they couldn't find one, and you can use the same foundation as a concealer as well if you want. Use a little bit more around the nose. For concealer, again, I mentioned, I purposely use the color a little more peachier. I know like Lamika undertone more yellow, but I think a little bit peachy undertone of the concealer is actually really beautiful. A lot of time it does help to brighten the under eye area quite a bit. And I go back to the foundation brush and I just blend it out. You can use the finger as well if you like. There you go. And you see it's blends seamlessly. Even the color look a little peachy, but I think it's beautiful. For contour, I'm using Sun Melt from Say Beauty. The shade, I know it look a little deeper, but you just blend it out. The whole point, I'm trying to really scope, you know, the cheek and everything out more. And the texture of this one, I would compare similar to the Chanel cream bronzer. And I don't want to do a defined contour. Everything just blend it out. And for today, instead go right below the cheekbone, I do right on the cheekbone. And some might ask why I do a higher contour on the cheekbone instead right below here. Just because Lamika have beautiful, really high cheekbone, and I want to lift everything up still. And I don't want just to pronounce the cheekbone. I just want to blend everything and lift it from here. And the shape of the whole face, everything goes this way for me. Straight. And as you can see, there's the big difference when I do a higher contour today. It's more like a higher blush that I'm using, and everything lifted this way instead go too low on her contour. And then I'm not going to do like the whole nose thing. I'm to do a little shading around, a little bit only. Because sometimes I think when people do contour nose, it do look like contour nose. For powder, I'm using two different shades of powder. One is translucent and one is honey, both from Laura Mercier. For the translucent, I use under the eye area and a little bit around this area. And then for the honey, I use everywhere else. I already set the powder, but I always like to use a bronzer at the end. Just scoop the face even more. You see that the contour, everything bring out all the best feature that Lamika have. Sometimes, you know, a little makeup does make everything look even like enhance everything you have. And then the bronzer I'm using from Gucci is number 4. And you can see I'm doing just a little bit like this. As I always explain how to use product, just very gentle. The color is very subtle. It's not too dark, and it's almost like the color of the contour already when it's on the face. And you can see I just do a little bit just to set the contour and sculpting a little more. For eyebrow, I'm going to use an eyebrow product, pencil from Gucci. I actually got this and I really like it because it's more a drier pencil. Generally, the dry pencil is easy for you to draw for sure. And this is number 3. I don't have a lighter shade. I usually prefer a lighter eyebrow, but this is, I only have a 1 or 2 and 2, but I don't have a 3, so this is the shade I have. It is the same color as Lamika, but generally I would go more lighter shade than this. And I love how arched her eyebrow. I'm going to keep exactly the same, and I don't want to change the shape too much. So that's all I did. You can stop here. If you want a bit more pizzazz, is that the right word? Then you can use like a marker, like I normally do. You can create a few little fake hair to make the eyebrow more fluffier. And you know, you just look around and you see where you want to fill the eyebrow in. A piece of hair here and there, and that's how you're going to use with this marker. And that's the finished eyebrow. I'm going to use a little bit, close your eye, honey, eye primer from NARS as well. These are color eye primer. I think they have 4 or 5 shades, and you can choose the shade close to the skin color or lighter. It's up to you if you want to brighten the area. Today I'm just using the same shades at the skin color. Similar. For the eye makeup today, I'm going to use Hindash Beautopsy eyeshadow palette again. This is not, sorry, it's just face palette, so you can use anywhere on the face, eyeshadow. I used this once before on the paler skin tone, but I do have a lot of requests in DM asking me to use with someone a little deeper, more olive skin tone, so that's why I'm trying today for you guys to see the color palette. And I truly love the texture and the palette, that's why I want to try again. And the two pencils I'm using is one is from Victoria Beckham. It's more like a coffee brown color. And then the other one from By Terry. It's more like a lighter brown, have a little shimmer. So the lighter color I'm using on the waterline and mainly on the lower lash line. And the darker color I'm using on the upper one. And then I use with the eyeshadow palette. To start, look up for me. I rim the lighter brown on the waterline, and also a little more you see on the corner right here, and a little more on the outer part of the eye. And then use the blending brush, you blend it out. And I do the same on this side. Remember, this is a long wear pencil, and all the long wear pencil, I know I repeatedly all the time in all my video, you should do it one side at a time, because when it's set, you can't really blend it unless you use the liner just as a liner and no blending. Same color, I'm doing the upper waterline. You can use the dark shade from Victoria Beckham as well. I just don't want the waterline too dark because the Smokey I'm doing is also not super dark. Using the coffee pencil from Victoria Beckham. I'm not sure what the name is. I call it coffee because it's more like a deeper brown color. And you can blend it out the same. You can stop right here, just a brown liner, smudge it out, mascara, you're done for the look. But I'm doing a little more smokier. So last time I used mainly all these taupey color. Today I'm using more of the brown tone on the back here. Close your eye. And then this is more beautiful eyeshadow. So you use a little bit at a time. You need more, you just add more. It's very, very, very easy to blend, and there's almost no fallout. You see I'm doing right now. And I personally like to use the flat brush so I can deposit the color better. You see I'm doing just blend it, smoke it out. And it's such a beautiful shadow. It is very velvety finish here. You can see that just the eye really beautiful and smoke it out. And I'm doing the same look up on the lower lash line. The great thing about this is you can move slightly in, it's different color. So I move slightly in a little bit, the mixture between the brown and the taupe. And what I'm gonna do a little bit, close your eye, with the fluffier brush, and I just do a little bit on the crease like this. Very light-handed. You can see what I'm doing. It's super light-handed. This way you don't have any fallout, and it's easy to blend, because when you press the color too hard on the skin, it can take you longer to blend for sure. I'm gonna do a little bit right this area. Same thing on this side. Look up. Wow, it's gorgeous. Same shades. I want to smoke the lower part out a little more. So look up for me. Look back again. Go back to the deep. Close. Add a little the depth there. And then at the end, you just fade everything out, upward like this. Use a thinner fluffy brush like this, and then use a lighter shade somewhere between here. And then I just want to enhance the brow bones a little bit. This is very old school way, but I'm going to do very little. And then the same color I'm doing, close your eye, do a little bit on this area just to brighten a little bit. Not too much. I'm doing very subtle everything here. And then that's what you see. So it's very soft, smoky eye, and you can see when I use a lighter brown, it looks almost like the same color of the shadow. That's why I didn't want to use a darker, that for reason, because I don't want to be like a heavy rim liner inside the eye. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go back with the deeper brown, and then I'm just close your eye and just deepen any area that I want to deepen slightly a little bit, because I don't want to make you look like too dark, but I still want to have a lot of depth on the color. Just here and there, and there you go. I always gonna curve the lashes before mascara. And I'm using 2 coats of Lancome Lash Idol mascara. This is more like a soft, smoky eyeshadow, so it's all personal preference. If you want to do add-on lashes or individual, any way you like, but I'm just gonna do just the mascara only. I like the eye not too heavy with the heavy lashes. Then that's the eye look. The eyebrow marker from Kevin Ukon earlier also have eyebrow gels. I'm using that to set the eyebrow in place. For the blush, I'm going to use this palette from Cosette. It's like blush and bronzer, or blush and more shimmering blush. So you can use any way you want. The color is very, you see that, it's very tone on tone with the look I'm doing. And I'm using a little bit like this. You can see that I don't swirl too much. And I just add the color right here. Same way on this side. Next, I'm using the shimmering shades. I'm going a little higher on the blush area, almost like where you would do the highlighter, because I'm going to put a highlighter, but then the matte here and the shimmer and the highlighter, so it become a gradation of shade I'm doing on the cheek. It's just playing with the makeup. There's no right or wrong. You don't have to do the way I do if you don't want to. For the highlighter, I'm using this highlighter from Tom Ford, and I'm using a smaller brush like this. I do a little highlight everywhere, and you just draw a little highlight on the nose, on the lips area. Close your eye, do a little bit right there. Little right there, very little, and then the rest I do a little more on the higher cheekbone here. The makeup is pretty matte, so I'm not gonna highlight too much on this area, just a little bit. The same thing on the other area. For lips, I'm going to use 2 lip products. One is a lip cream from Suku and the lip liner from Victoria Beckham. The lip liner is number 5. It is deeper shade than the lipstick. I purposely chose like that, so I just want a bit more dimension on the lip shade instead just one shade. And the way you see I do, I line all around the lips. The deeper shades. And then what you're gonna do is you can use a small fluffy brush and you blend out the edge it out first. Smile for me. And you get the lip cream out. Smile for me. You can use the same brush to do the lip color. And you can see that the lips have way more dimension when you get more depth on the outer part. But because you use the blending brush, you apply the lip cream, you don't see the demarcation of the dark lip liner and the light lips color. And it makes the lips look so much more sultry, I think. To complete the look, I'm going to set the makeup with some setting spray from Huda Beauty. Close your eye. That's the look, guys. I hope you enjoy the look. Thank you, Lamika, so much for coming and let me play with the makeup. The look you can see is more, you can go even stronger and put some lashes if you that type person. I love how it is smoky but still soft and everything kind of like tonal tone together. I love how the look. I hope you do too. Make sure to give us a lot of love. Subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumb up, and don't forget to follow both Lamika and I on Instagram as well. This one, Love Makeup, you should follow her. Thank you.